Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before buying any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. Also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you're definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just to let you know, I am not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. I also provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use that to start an account and get 2 free stocks. I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could use that to start an account and get 1 free stock. Just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation, leave a comment below and I will try to get to it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any new content that's coming out. Okay, let's get into the market. Today is a long weekend. Well, not today, but this weekend is a long weekend because Friday the market was closed. Today is Saturday, April 3rd, 2021. And let's see how the market closed on Thursday. The S&P was up 1.08%. The Dow finished up 0.38%, and the NASDAQ was the big winner on Thursday, up 1.76%. And the stock I wanted to talk about today is BNGO. Let's take a look at their chart here. I'm going to be on the daily chart. I'm going to be looking all the way back to about, let's see here, about to December of last year. So I wanted to take a look at some things on the daily chart. I did do a video about this about a month ago, so I will provide a link to that video in the upper right hand corner. You should be seeing that right now if you want to take a look at that and see where I got my support and resistance areas from. So you can take a look at that if you want to. So on Thursday, BNGO finished the day at $7.91. It was actually down on the day, 3.09%. It was up 8 cents in after hours, which was 1.02%. They do have a market cap, which is $2.08 billion. Their 52-week high, as you could see on the chart, is $15.69, and they are currently trading at $7.91 right now. Okay, so this is a good stock right now to get into because it does have a chance to get back to its 52-week high. As you could see on the chart, it has taken a beating since this correction has started, and I do have my support and resistance lines drawn, and I have some trend lines drawn, so I wanted to go over what's been happening with BNGO since this correction has started back in February. So looking at our chart, they hit their 52-week high on February 16th, 2021, and coincidentally, that was actually the day that the correction did start, okay? That you could go back and trace the correction that we just had or are having. I don't know if we're out of it yet or not, but it does look like we are coming to an end of this correction and we might be moving out of it. So you could trace it back exactly to this date right here, which was February 16th, okay? That is when the market started to go down, and a lot of these NASDAQ stocks, including BNGO, lost a lot. Okay, and you saw this one lose 50% of its value in a short period of time. Okay, so looking here as we go down our chart, you could see our first support area. We didn't really have any strong support from our all-time high, which was $15.69. We didn't have any strong support in between there and $10. That was our real, next strong support. So we dropped pretty quickly all the way down to $10 after this correction started, and it just dropped and we lost our $10 support. That was our first pretty strong support area. After that, we kept dropping. Our next support area was about $9.78, which I have marked down on our chart, and we lost that during the correction. And after that, we were in pretty big trouble because we didn't have any strong support until about $8. So it just kept falling And once we hit the $8 mark, that did not hold up either. Okay, this thing kept falling, and our next support area, which was around $7, about $6.90 area, we actually lost that also on March 5th. Okay, a lot of these NASDAQ stocks hit their lows on March 5th. That was the worst day out of this correction. You saw a lot of these stocks hit their lows on that one during the intraday. Okay, so you saw the low of the day on March 5th, which was $5.58. Okay, compare that to $15.68. I mean, you're talking about almost a third of the value there going, from the highs of the 52-week high. So, and that's just in a matter of about 2 weeks there. You're losing, 75% almost right there. So that's a big drop in price, and you lost a lot of money if you were holding this stock real quickly. And that's the risk that you take by holding these stocks, okay? A lot of stocks like this that are speculative in nature, you take a lot of risk by holding them. Stocks that shoot up, you could see that this one just shot up real quick right here on the daily chart. You could see that this thing just flew up to its all-time high, and then it just shot back down. Okay, so that's the risk you take if you hold these. These are the ones that you want to kind of, get in, and then you see that big jump, you're going to want to get out, okay? You're not going to want to hold on to these for very long unless you have a strong conviction that they're really going to be a strong company, okay? But, you saw during this correction, a lot of these companies, they were very speculative in nature, and they lost a lot of their value, okay? And a lot of people lost a lot of money during this correction because of that. So you could see here you hit that bottom right there, and I do have a trend line drawn here. You could see it in green. This has definitely been on an uptrend since about Christmas Eve here of 2020. So I have my green trend line drawn. It's been on an uptrend, but it's also been on a downtrend. So I have my red trend line drawn, and it's been on this downtrend since February 16th, since it hit that all-time high. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about here is this downtrend. And since I have that drawn right here, I talked about this in my last video. I think I made it, right before these two lines were about to intersect. Okay, and I was wondering what was going to happen around this area right in here when they did come together. Which way was it going to go? Was it going to follow this downtrend, or was it going to follow my uptrend line? And as you can see right here on the daily chart, it broke out of this downtrend line, and it has been holding on to my uptrend. So you could see it's following my green line. It broke this downtrend that it was on for a couple weeks here during this correction, and it's definitely moving on and following my green line here and moving on, to reach newer highs, okay? But as you can see here, let me move this line down a little bit, the support line. Okay, so now we're at 688 right here as our support. As you can see, it hit this low right here, and you could call this a double bottom right here and here on, let's see, this is March 4th. As you can see, it closed on this day at about $6.90, and this day it opened at $6.98, which was on March 25th. So we're going to call that, and the low of the day is $6.92. So about $6.90 will be our double bottom during this correction. So that's our pretty strong support right here, and I'm going to call that our double bottom, and we should see a pretty strong bounce off of this 690 right here. And hopefully, as it broke out of this resistance right here, which was this downtrend line, I'm thinking it's going to move up and pretty much break out of this and move on to new highs. So I just made a similar video about NEO. Pretty much the exact same thing is happening with NEO. It's making a W on the daily chart. So I'm pretty sure the same thing is going to happen with this. These charts are very similar in nature. NEO, did have a downtrend, crossing with my uptrend, and it broke out of the downtrend, and it's holding on to the uptrend. And the same thing goes for this stock right here, BNGO. It broke out of the downtrend the past couple days, and it's holding on to the uptrend. So we should see this thing pretty strongly bounce off of this, bottom right here, which was 690, and it should show some pretty strong strength moving up to around $10 in the short term. Now, as it moves up to $10, we're going to be watching this. If it breaks through $10, I'll be looking for it to break through this 50-day moving average, which is set at $10.10. If it can close above that, then our next stop will be around $11. Okay, that'll be our next area we'll be watching. If it can break through that, then we have really no resistance, very little resistance from $11 all the way up to our high of our chart, which is $15.69. So that'll be something to watch if we can close above $11. So basically what I'm doing, I'm watching this for $10. That's short term. That's how I'm going to be trading that, and that's how I would do it if I'm looking to buy this stock. Right now is a very good buying opportunity. Anything under $8, I would definitely be looking to buy. That's a very good entry point to ride up to $10 to see if it can break through that first resistance. And then you're going to be looking for that 50-day moving average, and then $11 will be our next point of resistance, and then all the way up to 15. Okay, so that's my quick update on BNGO. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any videos like this. And be sure to check out the links in the description below. We'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.